What's going on, guys? In today's video we're gonna talk about the importance of pistol rounds and how you can actually achieve dominance in Mirage Pistol rounds. I'm gonna show you a couple of examples as what I played and what I caught as an IGL back in my day, and maybe you can use it in your own games as well. Now, when it comes to Mirage, obviously, we gotta know the map control a little bit. We know that in later rounds we wanna attack mid and we wanna play off of mid going towards B or towards A. So for that reason, in pistol rounds, a lot of teams tend to take mid and then play off of mid take in the pistol as well. In this video, I'm gonna show you two A-side takes, one that involves mid control and one which does not involve mid control. I'm gonna show you a mid to B and I'm gonna show you a B take. This is the 4 rounds I'm gonna show you, and the variation to this is up to you. Now, there is only one pistol round in each side that you are playing, so you're gonna have one pistol round as a T side and one as a CT side. So we're gonna talk about some CT side setups as well, so you won't feel like you missing out on something. Let's start our first A-side take, and this is for me my favorite. I have ran this so many times, it worked out so well always. This is a CT take type of stuff. We're gonna smoke for this deep jungle and then we're gonna smoke connector. That's the two smokes that you need to know for this. And when you throw both of these smokes down, that's pretty much the smoke part. You will need 2 more flashes, one to be a lamp flash and then another one to deflash CT, which is just this. That's all the utility we will need to have. As you can see, we're gonna have 2 guys with utility. One guy with a smoke to flash and another one with a smoke. And because of the other guy who just buys a smoke cannot really do anything with his money, we're gonna drop the P250 to our star player. I'm gonna talk about team structure in another video, or if you actually want to see it, let me know in the comment section. The thing we looking forward in this actual side take that I'm smoking down these 2 places, and because these 2 is smoked away, I'm taking away all the rotation pretty fast. And with the lamp flash, I allow my P250 guy to swing, and I allow him to make this swing, get a kill. Now this is a 3-2 split, that means we're gonna have 3 people coming up ramp and 2 coming from palace. While I'm swinging here and contact being made, the 2 palace guys are blowing out. You know, they about to be fast, because if someone on stairs, you wanna overwhelm him. The only way this round can go bad if the palace guys don't know their timing when they need to swing and they cannot get any impact. From the palace guys, the first guy who comes, he can just jump out without a carry in the word. And the second guy gonna be more like stay up and play the position itself as well, so that he can help the guy who's jumping down. Now plant wise, we're looking to plant the bomb in this line, you know, so that we can both play it in a crossfire, both from CT and from ramp. You've seen this flash that I thrown. I only want to throw this flash when we already set up for the CT take. You know, we put the bomb down and then I'm gonna have my P250 guy back on ramp, and I'm gonna need the palace guys to come up here and call for the flash. I'm throwing the flash, boom, and then we go through. The reason I wanna take CT, because now it's only one main entrance they can come from. Yes, this splits up into 2 ways, but they can only come from here. That's what I mean. They can only come through here, you know. But if we account connector and the jungle as a different angle, I understand that as well. So that's gonna be our first pistol round: 2 smoke, 2 flash, and a P250. It's really easy of a around, and gives his team a basic structure that you don't have to overdo at all, and it works out pretty much every single time. Now, one thing about the pistol rounds I wanna tell and absolutely state, you don't have to overthink it. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, let's put down 3 smokes because we need these 3 smokes, and then flash, and then like I always said, at max have 2 guys without Kevlar, because fighting with the Kevlar gonna give you way more help than actually have the utility help you. So that was our A take. Now let's do our mid to A. Now I'm pretty sure that you already know the instant window smokes. If you don't, look it up, you know. Or I might be a fun guy and actually show a picture of that, but like it's not hard to find out the insta window smoke. So in our case, we're gonna throw the insta window smoke. We're gonna throw a flash. The reason we're throwing this flash, because I need to be able to swing here. In pistol rounds, holding short is a really impactful play. A ton of CTs do that if they have a good spawn, that they rather jump out towards short to like, so they jump short, and then from the jump short they play this. It can get you off guard because we insta window smoke, and that's why I'm flashing, just in case somebody decided to push, somebody decided to play this angle. I'm flashing. We come out here, and then you just gotta be able to throw this smoke. It's not a lineup, it's just decent smoke, and then we split connector. You know, with this mid 2As, we're not bringing 5 people here, so we're gonna have 3 people here, and I'm gonna have 2 guys around ramp. The reason I like ramp, because when everybody is focusing on connector, they can get active without making sound. I'm gonna be quiet for a second, listen to my swing stops. You hear that? Not a single step, and I cleared sight. For these reasons, we're gonna look out, and in a mid 2A, you're gonna throw an insta window, we're gonna smoke short, and we have 1 flash. We need to flash into connector as well. So like, that's the second flash we're gonna use. Again, this is a 2 smoke 2 flash. Call the flash, and then you swing with it. You know, it's not crazy stuff that I'm asking you to do. In a mid 2A, you look forward to plant a bomb around that. It's actually funny how they made it that now it's actually part of the site with the lines. You know, because back then, you have to get stuck here to be able to plant. I love this little edge to let people know that you can actually plant it here. So we talked about 2 rounds already. Let's talk about our mid to B. For our mid to B, again, we're gonna smoke window. If you ever decide to come out window, you like come out mid, you get a smoke window. So we're gonna we're gonna smoke connector, and then again it's the same idea that we flash, and then we come here, and when we get here, we're gonna have this guy on this flash. It just goes over this beautiful stuff, and then we come here again mid to B. So you already guessed, we're gonna have 2 guys from B apps going nuts. One thing I gotta tell you about this round, that this Edward bench door hold is really crazy. I used to call that G-spot. Now obviously we need to take that account that in a normal game calling out gay spot is not really advantage. So we just gonna call it G-spot here. But as I always talked about, the first guy coming out apps gotta jump out the window. I don't care who was your coach and what he told you before. You are jumping out the window like the good boy you are. The reason is because I need to get space. You are my space maker, and you are the guy who is helping the short players and connect the round. Now if you jump out and there is not this beautiful connection counter that we talked about, now you can expand it this way or actually go through side, and then you can get aggressive here. You can get really aggressive here because you beating the rotation. That's why you can get aggressive while everyone else gets an after plant situation. Now, the fourth and probably the most controversial one, we're gonna smoke window on the B and we're gonna smoke short. And you know, everyone knows this type of flashes in the game, I believe. And then we're just gonna go bunkers. We're just running. We just, for timing believes, I would start with the short smoke because that bounces a million times and that pretty much gets there and stuck instantly. These two smokes are essential. You don't have to smoke door. The reason you don't have to smoke door is because we're not looking to get to bench. In a pistol round after plant, you're not looking for a bench. We're looking to extend either towards short or just back up apps and fight kitchen from close range. You know, get there while the smoke is up and then you swing here. You're gonna be fast, and hitting a one tap versus a one tap makes the gunfight actually favorable for the T's. So that's gonna be our B take. Again, 2 smoke, 2 flash. If you really want on this side, you can bring a Molotov instead of a P250 because there is no need for a P250. You can hold short after that, but my after plan doesn't involve swinging towards short because I'm not planting towards short. Or if I wanna plant for short, I'm gonna go get there and actually take it away with force. So that was 4 pistol rounds, I believe. And then on top of this 4, you can absolutely add trick plays or I don't know. There was a time, you know, back then where TikTok was the only thing that did this short form content, and I had so many people going crazy about stuff that they seen online and like, oh, is this good, is this bad? The thing that you see online, it's usually not bad, but you have to put it into scenarios. You know, if I'm playing a whole season made of like 20 games, you know, in those 20 games, I'm not going to win every single round the same way. And because of that, if I've been taking A with the round we just talked about like 8 times, you know, with this I won 8 rounds in Mirage T set and I've been going crazy, the opponent gonna see this and be like, well, we gonna make sure we not dying to this, and they gonna get into a more A stack stuff. You know, for this, there is a trick play that goes like 4 under and actually a mid take, like 4 under, one guy is here and then he throws the 2 smokes and starts to flash deep, enjoying the time of his life, and then the people from connector go through their own smoke, and it's a good counter, you know, for teams who stack A. But like, this is a scenario, and what I showed you, these are set rounds pretty much from the start to finish. Now let's talk about the CT side. Let's talk about what do I believe the good thing is for cities. Now, the amount of IGL, the amount of ideas. I don't think the way you view the game matters, because I believe everyone will say that I'm right, that retaking B is way harder than retaking A, and I'm just not willing to give up B on a pistol round as a city. So because of that, I'm gonna have more leaned pistol rounds towards B. In this video, I'm gonna show you 3-4 setups. I'm gonna show you the basic 2-1-2, where we have one mid player who gonna be here crouching and waiting for people to run out. We're gonna have this stairs player, you know, this is the most basic stuff you can have. We're gonna have one guy playing here, his job is to survive. On B, we're gonna have the jump spot, and you're gonna have me on short with 2 flash and a defuse kit. I talked about already why the IGL should play short. It's because you can get the most amount of information and you can get the best mid-round call possible. This is a basic 2-1-2 that I just talked about. It sucks ass because you're not even allocating enough people towards nowhere. Now I'm gonna show you the round that I caught the most. This is a more show up towards middle shit. I'm gonna have one guy down here. This is my stairs player, so he can go back and rotate towards A, or he can actually come up, take mid, either stay on top mid or go towards B. I'm gonna have this guy here. I'm gonna have the window player in the same place, and I'm gonna be here either looking for a tough mid flash, not something like that, but something like this, or actually flash up here if the T's decide to run towards mid. I'm gonna have my B player jump spot, so that early information is key still, and my A player, because everyone else is not really close to him, he's gonna jump spot on CT. He's gonna do this jump spotting because ramp is crazy early information. Like Ramp cannot plant the bomb even though he gets in, because my CT player gonna play for killing the planter, and if he wanna plant towards this way, there is connector, he's exposed towards short and jungle. So that's why I like this setup. Another lean towards B setup, I call this the red spot, because I'm gonna have my stairs player play Edward. He's gonna be here holding the jump out with my B player. I only call this against known B rusher teams. They're gonna hold the drop spots, and I'm gonna be on short. The reason I'm gonna be short, if they decide to check one under to hear steps, I'm gonna be just as active as I'm usually am. Like, I'm gonna jump around, do all of my shit that I usually do. I'm gonna have this guy on the mid. The same guy on the mid, he's just gonna hold this. The reason is so that if they decide to rush A today for some reason, I can rotate back 1, so they're gonna be 2, and I have this flash, nice and early flashes, you know, so that he can actually help the team. And obviously I'm gonna have this guy jump spot here again for the info. This is everything that's leaning towards B. Now, if I wanna lean towards A, the only switch I'm doing is now I'm gonna be on mid. It's basically the same setup, but now short is open. That's the only difference I'm making. Why? Because I wanna build a structure based on every single block connect into each other, and it's not that hard. It's not hardly away from each other, you know. So now I'm gonna have my stairs player on stairs. I'm gonna have my A side player on A side inside, because now he has help. We holding palace for him with the mid game, and we have the stairs player actually playing around stairs. My window player gonna start on window because we pretty much flipped this, and because we flipped this, the whole mentality changes. Now my mid player not gonna be on Kevlar, I'm gonna be on Kevlar, and he's gonna have the utility of the diffuse kit to flash, because I'm pushing mid. For me to have the diffuse kit is pretty much useless because I'm gonna take an early gunfight, but for him to have the flashes, it's good because he can flash up here and help me. So these are my pistol playbook. You know, I try to be as fast as humanly possible so it doesn't take a whole hour explanation wise. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, I know it's a shorter content that you used to when I'm talking about maps, but I wanted to speed it up a little bit because I know how hard to sit through this, and trust me, I did it multiple times with coaches. We had one time like a 4-hour talk with a coach, and I thought it's never gonna end. Thankfully it did, so like yeah, but let's just end it here.